Hey, this your girl, Michelle Diva. I am bringing you another episode of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 8, Loose Lips Sink Friendships. Okay. All right, if you are new here, welcome. This is the Diva Nation, and we do reviews here, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. All right now. Now, look at my balloons. Okay, listen. I'm so happy. We have 300 subscribers. Yay! Where my yay at? Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Listen, when I started this channel, I had 8. I had 8, okay? And most of them people was family, okay? Most of them people, matter of fact, they all was family, okay? So, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. Share the review. Send it to somebody you think will enjoy it. Okay, because I'm just having fun around here. Okay, I am. I'm a little crazy. I was voted class clown. Okay, I'm a little crazy over here. Okay, so send it to somebody who you think will enjoy it. Okay, like, share, subscribe. Okay, give me a thumbs up. At least give me a thumbs up. Okay, because that'll keep the stuff going. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Okay, give me a thumbs up and give me some some fireworks. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And we will begin. Okay, now. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Anyway, so after that crazy night, okay, where Bronwyn, uh, uh, flipped on Britani and told Lisa and Meredith all she said about him. Bronwyn slept on the deck because she didn't want to sleep in the bed with Bronwyn. Okay, maybe she thought Bronwyn was gonna snatch her up in the middle of the night or something, but she didn't want to sleep with Bronwyn. She did not. So she slept on the deck. Okay, and apparently the rooms was real hot in the boat anyway. So I don't see how she probably slept the best because I heard all the rooms was hot. Anyway, Heather and Whitney hung over. I guess they didn't care if the room was hot or not. They hung over. So they talking in the morning, talking about Lisa's our friend. But because she our friend, she can't keep counting our money and leaking skeletons in our closet and stuff. And so, but Lisa, of course, insists she didn't do it. Okay, but she in there ranting to Meredith. She admits she knows stuff, but she is not the one who leaks it. So okay, so who leaks the information. So ipso facto, Heather is right that you are the one that's leaking it because you already know who leaking it, and you ain't tell them not to leak it. Hey, dog. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you should be leaking that. No, you probably saying, yeah, go on and put that out there, so they don't think I did it. I do agree with Heather that you are behind all the leakage, okay? All the leakage, okay? So Heather was like, well, our relationship or our friendship is just got to change with Lisa, so because we can't trust her. Uh, I don't even know why you thought you could trust her in the first place, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, Lisa in the bed with Meredith, honey. She complaining. Listen, if I was Meredith, I'd have been like, I'd act like I was asleep. You know how Rose did. for for those of us Golden Girl watchers, you remember Rose when the lady said that she was in love with her, because Dorothy's friend that was the lesbian. Yeah, she told her that she was in love with her, and then all of a sudden, Rose started snoring. I would have did that to Lisa. I'd have sure did that to Lisa, man. Cause she is just in there ranting and raving, okay? She said, she ranting. She's like, admit it, this is not a friendship. This is bullshit. Nobody took up for me. So Meredith was like, I took up for you. I took up for you. Don't tell me I don't support you. She said, I am the only one that's trying to support you. Meredith, why do you even entertain Lisa? Okay, why do you even entertain Lisa? Okay, so then the group is out on the deck. Okay, so that's Britt, Heather, Whitney, and Angie. Finally, she come out the room, okay, from throwing up for literally 24 hours. She was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to the bathroom, okay? 24 hours she threw up. So now she has thrown up everything out of her body. She probably lost some weight. And now she is ready to start her day. Good for her. Good for you, child. Because I was worried about you and throwing up, child. You can't lose no too much more weight. you looking po. Okay, you really looking po. But she said she feel okay. She said she got the bands on each wrist. I don't even know why they didn't give her the bands in the first place. I don't understand why they don't have all of that stuff, all that seasickness stuff, on the boat in the first place. They should have had the motion sickness patches that go behind your ears. She should have had one on each ear. She should have had one of the bracelets on each ear. She probably should have had some Zofran. Do you got some Zofran, some Compazine, some Phenergan? Even Benadryl. Benadryl will stop nausea too. Pepto-Bismol. Come on, y'all. Come on. Okay. Y'all should have had all that. Captain Jason putting ice on her and shit. No. That does stop, nausea too. Or you got some alcohol swabs. Alcohol swabs stop nausea too. Come on. Come on. I'm a nurse. Come on, y'all should have been better prepared for this. But anyway, she all better now. Okay, anyway. So everybody, all complimenting her, talking about you're alive. So then Lisa comes out on the deck. And she said, what she say? She said, look who is back from the dead. And this is what we heard. Nobody said nothing. Heather looked at her crazy. Everybody. Then everybody left except for her and Brittany, okay? Everybody leaves after that comment. And I honestly and truly, Lisa, that comment wasn't nothing else than what the other people saying. So I I'm not, we don't click a lot, but I'm never a fan for anybody on any of these housewives. I like my people, but I ain't, I gotta admit when they wrong. But Lisa, you wasn't wrong. I mean, everybody was like, "You alive, you alive." So you come back saying, who guess who back from the dead? It was the same thing as saying that you alive. So I get it. I get it. I think they was just wrong for that. I think they was just wrong for that. Okay, or maybe that's how it was cut. Maybe that's how it was cut as far as production. But so if they did do that, they were wrong for that. Because they did the same thing. You alive, and you said you back from the dead, so that means you alive. So I don't understand what's the difference. So anyway, um, so then, but Britani still sit on the deck with Lisa. So then Britani was like, are we okay? Yeah, because you did talk about her to Bronwyn behind her back. Okay. But she said, we good. And so then she said, and Britt was like, well, are you and Heather okay? So Lisa said, I love Heather. I love Heather, but what she did was not okay. And so, but Bronwyn, who was not downstairs with all the ladies, Bronwyn was upstairs just sitting on the deck. And they're on the lower level. So Britani and Lisa talking, Bronwyn can hear the whole conversation because she on the upper level. And so they just start talking about Bronwyn. And Bronwyn can hear everything. Lisa talking shit about Bronwyn to Britani. Lisa said she lied about me when it came to her grandparents, and she said that she wanted her to facilitate her and Gwen's grandparents and them to meet and things like that. And then she said, Lisa said, and she let people think that I hurt her daughter and stuff like that. So, Bronwyn, was, just basically, she ain't saying nothing. She just, was listening. And so then Mary and Angie go to Bronwyn and say, let's sit over here. And so Bronwyn was like, no, let's sit over there because I can hear the whole conversation with Bronwyn and not Bronwyn. What's that child name? Britani and Lisa. So Bronwyn tells Angie and Mary that okay, so Bronwyn tells Angie and Mary that she is mad at, hold on now, I don't even know what I was talking about here. Lisa tells Angie and Mary that Britt is mad. I was thinking something else. That Britt is mad at her. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so Bronwyn tells Angie and Mary that she's mad at Brittany's mad at her because she told Angie and Meredith. I mean, she told Lisa and Meredith what she said about her in the dressing room. like Lisa trying to be a big sister to her, and but she can fight her own battles, and Meredith be having seizures and stuff when it comes to her and things like that. So because Angie and Mary wasn't there at the dinner, so they don't know. That's what it was. Okay. So she said that's the reason why she didn't sleep in the bed with her, because you know, she aired Britani out basically. So Daisy come to give the breakfast, and so she said, Mary, this it was some chia pudding. She said this chia pudding has no nuts and no berries in it for you. And I said, but what didn't Mary thing had blueberries on it? I thought so. I thought Mary had blueberries on it. Anyway, the rest of the ladies come to breakfast. Heather tells Britani she like her braids, and so Britani was like, yeah, you know, I'm making the most of my 80s hair. If it's not your 80s hair, it's your why is my mic so far away? It's not your 80s hair. It's your high body count hair. That's what it is. You got the high body count hair. All right. So then Brown will try to get in the room with Mary and Angie, and Mary ain't having it. She was just like, listen, that's a crowd. She said 2 is company, 3 is a crowd. But you know, Three's Company, you know, was a TV show back in the 70s. Come and knock on our door. Okay, anyway. See, I'm losing it. Okay. And Britani was like, you can sleep with me. And Brown was like, I'm not interested in sleeping with you since you brought some strange men into our room last night. And so Meredith said, yeah, the girl said that some men came out of your room last night. And she was like, that was Captain Jason. He was fixing the air conditioning. See, yeah, they needed to fix that air conditioning in the first place. So then Lisa talking about, don't pile on. Captain Jason ain't interested in Britani. Is he, Daisy? Daisy was like, listen, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Daisy like, don't put me in this shit. I don't have nothing to say, okay? And so then she was like, Lisa was like, yeah, because he shouldn't have his name dragged into this conversation. So Bronwyn was like, well, you and Britani was talking about me. Okay. You and Britani was talking about me. And she was like, and she was just like, and you were still, she was like, and you still talking about my fucking grandparents. And so Mary was like, oh Lord. She said, and Brown was like, we had an agreement to stop talking about my family, my child, my husband, my grandparents. And she get loud too. She get real loud. She said we had an agreement. And so Lisa was like, I didn't talk about your child. I ain't talk about your child. Stop deflecting. And so Brown gets up and she's like, sit down. I really try to do the right thing. So Angie chimes in. Angie, you know, Angie who from the dead now. Okay. Angie was like, bullshit. You pretend to be your friend and you still talk about people behind their back. And then she said, you said you pulled your hair across your mouth and you whispered to me and said that Todd was making out with your friend and farting the whole time. That's nasty as shit, okay? Okay. Nasty. Okay. Lisa was like, I didn't say that's one of my friends. Oh, so you did say it. You did say it, okay? Even if it wasn't one of your friends, you did say that he was making out with somebody. You did say that, did you? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Angie was like, apparently this took place after the dismiss party. Okay, after the dismiss party, Lisa basically was kissing everybody's ass. So then they went to Lisa's restaurant. Okay, premiere. Okay, they went to Lisa's restaurant, and that's when she spilled the beans with her hair over her mouth. To say that Bronwyn's husband Todd was making out with Lisa's friend or not friend, we don't know. Whatever the case may be, Lisa still said it, and he was farting all the time. Okay. So Bronwyn said, as she said she just told Lisa that she was not her friend, and she said, "Fuck you, you are dead to me." That's what she said. Okay, you are dead to me. Mary in the confessional said, "If somebody told me that my husband was making out with a woman and farting," she's like, "I don't even know what's more devastating, him making out with a woman or him farting." And then she was like, "And what's wrong with Todd's intestines? Why he farting?" Mary, you was farting too, okay? You was farting too, okay? Don't act like you wasn't farting too, okay? You was farting too, okay? You had gas too, okay? And then you got mad at Angie because she mentioned that you had gas and you was farting. Don't act brand new, okay? So they go to the beach, and they go snorkeling. That beach was beautiful, and that snorkeling was beautiful. Those are my but that all of that is on my bucket list. Okay, definitely to go snorkeling. I don't know how I'm gonna go snorkeling with this quick weave in my hair because I got alopecia. But if I can go bald just so I can go snorkeling. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay, just so I can go snorkeling. Lisa and Mary got too much clothes on. Okay, Mary. I said, I just need to know. So comment below. But I think Mary's religion that she can't show her skin and her arms and stuff. Was, I mean, because I ain't never seen Mary in short sleeve stuff. And let me know if you have, send me a picture or something. Because I swear to God, I ain't never seen Mary in short sleeve stuff. And then, now Mary had on the same dress as Ashley from the Real Housewives up and told me. Okay? But Ashley, it was strapless. And so Ashley just had it strapless and she had skin and stuff like that. Mary had the same dress on, but she had some kind of cover up where it was clear. So you could see her arms and stuff. Then she had on gloves. And I was just like, maybe this is part of Mary's religion, but she ain't had no swimsuit on, no nothing. She had on some long sleeves. She had on a poncho, and she had on a hat. And so I love Mary. Whatever she want to do, because we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Mary. Okay. In Cantu, we do not talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Mary either, okay? So I don't have to, I just need to know. Comment below and tell me, maybe that's her religion. It probably is. I don't know. But Angie and Bronwyn. Angie talked to Bronwyn and apologizes for the comment that, that her husband, was, farting and kissing. So, Bronwyn was like, it's okay, that you mentioned that or whatever. She said, but obviously that Lisa is not bothered because she over there getting a massage. Why Britani bring out big ass pictures of her daughters on steaks, okay? but she won't give up Jared for them. So why the fuck you bring it out? All you had to do was get rid of Jared, and y'all can have a relationship. But why you gonna bring that out? They still ain't gonna talk to you. You still ain't. That's not gonna prove that you love that you love them. The proof would be for you to stop putting men in front of them. Okay, all men in front of them. That would be your proof. Them little raggedy ass steaks ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. Anyway, Lisa talking to Mary about Meredith. Meredith sit down. Lisa said, Meredith, you support me privately. And then Meredith was like, no, I support you privately and publicly. And I think it's wild for people to even be interested in how we engage with each other. And Mary was like, it's not wild, it's bizarre. So Lisa was like, well, I stand up for myself. She was like, but, Meredith, you could tap in, every now and then you could tap in. Meredith was like, well, if I agree with you, then I will tap in. But, if I don't agree with you, I'm not going to say anything. She was like, so I'm done with this conversation and it's enough. So she get her little spicy margarita. And Lisa's still trying to talk to her, even though she got her little spicy margarita. And she said the conversation is done and it's enough. Lisa's still trying to conversate with her, trying to be like, listen, I still, want to know why you don't support me. Meredith was like, not Meredith, Mary was like, Meredith, if she telling you that it's an issue in your friendship, that's how she feels. Okay. That's how she feels. Okay. So Meredith was like, well, what do you want me to do? You want me to do cartwheels? And so Mary was like, I don't care what the fuck you do. She ain't say fuck, but that what she meant. Okay. I got you. I got your back, Mary. I don't give a fuck what you do. Okay. She said you can jump in the goddamn ocean, because I think you're boring. Okay. I think you're boring. Go find a story, because you a snooze fest. Okay. I got you, Mary. You ain't got Tisha got you. Okay. Okay. So Meredith walks off, because why? We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Mary. She not getting in with Mary. So she said, you are a snooze fest and you can go jump in the ocean. So Meredith was like, I'm going to leave because we don't talk about Mary. Okay. Moving on. Okay. So they play a game on the beach. They got to run and take a drink and neck it down. Neck it down. Okay, I don't know. Listen, nobody knew what neck was, but I guess that's to drink it down. But they say neck is neck it down and run back. So they do it. I think it was Bronwyn and Heather do it first. They get it, and then Lisa and Britani do it, and Britani face planted in that beach. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. So they go back to the boat. Heather's riding on the back with the driver. So she riding, right behind him. Britani jealous. Britani, you thirsty. That's your problem. You thirsty. They don't want to be bothered with you. You hit on every man on the boat. Okay? Every man on the boat. Okay? You thirsty. They don't want to be bothered with you, boo. So then but she jealous while holding a picture of her daughters. Okay? While holding pictures of her daughter. Okay.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, get some help, child. Anyway, so they go back to the boat. It's zombie night. They Angie goes down in the kitchen talking about Mike. you need to bring me a blow dryer and you got to blow dry my hair. And so Daisy was like, Mike, you a hairdresser? He was like, no. What? Okay. But apparently he blew out dry hair really nice too. Okay, but anyway. So Bronwyn recruits Angie to put on the inflatable costume just to bring Whitney a nail file. Okay. So what had happened was
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now,
Angie closes her hand in the door. Oh, Angie. You threw up for 24 hours. Now you close your finger in the door and broke a nail and all this blood start flying around. Whew. Nothing beats the Jet 2 holiday, okay? Come on, Angie, come on. They paged Jason again. And so Jason was like, Angie was like, it's me again. And I was just like, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Yeah, that's you. Okay. I'm the problem, it's me. Yeah, that's you, baby. That's you, Angie. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I was like, Jesus, you need to get the fuck off this damn boat. Anyway. So they get dressed for the zombie party. Bronwyn in everybody's room, but Brittany and Lisa's. Okay, she in Mary and Heather's room. I mean, she in Mary and Angie's room. She in Whitney and Heather's room. She in everybody's room, but the room she supposed to be in. So they said this was called the real zombies of yacht apocalypse. They serve so they serve Mary some wine with some extra pair of lips on the glasses. So apparently they didn't wash the glass too well. So Mary was like, she was like, you gotta take that back. She was just like, my lips is not that small. Yes, I don't know who. It was probably somebody else's lips. I don't know who got thin lips, but I don't think they washed the rim of the glass too well. Anyway, so Heather said, I ain't checked in with my family. I don't give a fuck about them folk. I ain't say that. I'm just joking. I don't think Heather do that. Anyway, Bronwyn said she told Todd about, him kissing and farting. And he wondered why he the topic of conversation, because this ain't the house husbands. This is the housewives. Okay, so I don't even know why he on the top of the conversation. So Lisa said, as of the day, I will never bring your family up. She said, and I'm sorry that I hurt you, Todd and Gwen. I don't know who Glenn is, but Gwen. And so Bronwyn said that really means nothing. Okay. So Lisa was like in the confessional, like, well, I will defend myself if someone comes for me. She said, because I can go to the jugular, but she said, she said, I don't go for the jugular, but I can. Yeah, we know. The circle jerk comment. Yeah. Okay. How about the hot mic moment when you laid into Meredith? Okay. How about Cameron when God rest your soul, Cameron. Well, with Cameron and Mary's church. Yeah. Yeah, I see you going for the jugular. Okay. So I listen, come on. So the dinner course comes out. The boat rocking. Brittany sick. She go throw up on the what is that? What is that over here? She go throw up on the side of the boat. Okay. It's a lot of throw up in that ocean. Okay. It's a lot of throw up in that ocean. That's nasty as shit. Well, I guess the fish eat it. I don't know. It's nasty. Anyway, so then they bring some tequila shots to the table. So Brittany sip on her some tequila. So I had the same thought as Meredith. She was like, "You just threw up and you drinking tequila." And so Brittany was like, "Well, why do you care?" She said, "It's none of your business." And you right, it's none of our business. I get you. I feel you. Okay, my bad. Okay. So, but then Whitney was like, "Well, maybe she just having the hair of the dog." I had no idea what the fuck the hair of a dog is. I had to look that up. Okay. I had to look that up. I was like, I ain't never heard the hair of the dog. But apparently it's when you drink after basically when you hung over, you drink to kill your hangover. So that's the hair of the dog. I don't drink if I'm hungover, and I usually don't get hungover. I really don't get hungover. But my hungover is a splitting headache and dehydration. And so I just drink water every day. I mean, I drink water that whole day. But I don't really get hungover. Like I said, my hungover is just a headache and, extreme dehydration. But some people just can't, hang. They can't drink like they want to. And so some people drink to cure their hangover. So, yeah. But I know it was called something. Okay, so it's the hair of the dog. If for anybody else was curious, because I was just like, I have no idea what the hell the hair of the dog is. Britt said, but I'm actually concerned with what I saw on the tiki-taki. A possible indiscretion with Seth and his mistress. Apparently, lady was the Uber driver and had Seth and his mistress in the back seat. In Columbus, Ohio. Go Bucks. Okay. Go Bucks. Okay. I had some technical difficulties, but I just wanted to say go Bucks again. Anyway, I'm almost through with this review. Anyway, so Meredith was like, me and my husband, we don't he doesn't have a mistress. We are in a monogamous relationship or marriage. She said, your boyfriend breaks up with you when he wants to sleep with somebody else. That's your problem. And Brittany was like, I break up with him. So Meredith, of course, then she just keep going. You're a liar. You're jealous because you can't hold down a man. Neither can you, Meredith. Neither can you. But anyway, so she says, stay away from me. Stay away from she says, stay away from me. And she throws the knife across the room, which almost hit Whitney. Okay, Whitney was like, damn, okay. So then she said, leave, and she's still fussing. You leave me alone, leave my husband alone, focus on focus on you miserable bitch. I said, damn, Meredith, shit. So Jason come out, right? Because he's supposed to, have at least dessert with, the people. They can't even stop arguing for him to come and just, casually, eat the little zombie ice cream. Nope. So he knows when he not wanted. Okay. he knows when he not wanted. So he leaves, okay? He was like, whatever. So,
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
his day was ruined, okay? Anyway, that was the end of the episode. So give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment. Tell me what you think about my review. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.